Cloverleaf seniors, this is Mr. Carmigiano, and today we're here to share with the class of 2020 some of the steps that will take place in the filming of the virtual graduation. As you know, this is an important time and we want to get it right, so we wanted to give you an idea ahead of time and put your mind at ease on what to expect when you arrive at Cloverleaf High School that day. We hope this is going to be helpful for you, and we send it out now to Mr. Michael for step one.
Welcome, class of 2020. I'm here actually in the parking lot. This parking lot is going to be step one of what you're going to be doing, okay? So we're going to have 25 cars in this parking lot. All of the students are going to be parked in their car, and they're going to be waiting for one thing, to hear their name. And their name is going to be announced like this. Adam Michael. Head to the entrance. Now, please. Thank you. Kind of like that sound of my name, actually. No, I'm not going to do it again. All right, so the cool thing about this is once they get done announcing your name, you're going to get out of your car with your family, with your parents, and you're going to be making your way down to the entrance of the high school. And now while you're doing this, you know, the idea here is that you want to make sure that you have your tie on straight and all those things in place. Make sure, of course, you have your cap and gown. You're going to need that. Also, I would iron the cap and gown.
Actually, I recommend steaming it in the bathroom, or you can iron it. Just make sure it's on a low setting and you put a towel over top.
You don't want to just take it out of the bag and have it all wrinkled. So those are kind of two things that I always recommend. Now, you're making your way to the front entrance. So my name just got called. Okay, we're moving in. As you can see, the doors are going to be propped open. Same thing is going to happen when the ceremony starts. I don't want to have the doors being closed, because then you're going to have to open them. The goal is to have the doors wide open for you guys just to walk on through. Now you are in Cloverleaf High School, and this is going to be your last chance to take a good look at yourself. And I say that because we're going to have a mirror over here, and this mirror is going to show you, of course, your reflection. Hey there, good looking. All right, oh, got the hair in place. Yep, we're looking good. All right, so now after you have that all taken care of, I don't need the megaphone anymore.
Hi 2020 seniors, how's it going? I'm here to talk about the Soundbite, and the Soundbite is going to be taped so that we can put this into the virtual ceremony, and we want you to have that opportunity to thank anybody that you want to thank for the things that they've done to you over your lifetime and throughout school. So the message might be something like, hi, I'm John Carmigiano. I would really like to thank my parents for everything and all of their support throughout my education, and I also want to thank my teachers. You've been amazing and you've helped me become the person that I am. Thanks to everybody, and I appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to the future. So you're going to tape some kind of soundbite that we're going to share later in the video.
All right, everybody, you just got done making sure that you're looking good in that mirror, and you just got a soundbite taken, which Mr. Carmigiano just explained. Now it's time to head to the gymnasium. All right, so we're going to walk this way. And you got your parents. They're going to be walking in these main doors here. This is the middle section doors. You want to have your parents walk into these doors here, while you are going to moonwalk it this way. I'm not moonwalking, all right? I'll be honest, I'm not moonwalking. The floor's a little too sticky, and you know, it doesn't look good when you're in this direction anyways with the moonwalk. Now on top of that, what we're going to do is now, this is where you're going to be waiting for your name to get called or you to be waved up. So let's say they wave you up or they call your name. You're going to then come in this spot right here, and you're going to stay probably right about here. All right, and then this is where they will be calling your name. Now, once your name's called, this is when you're going to walk up those steps, you're going to get your diploma, and you're going to pose maybe for your family. So I'm going to be walking up the steps. I trotted, all right? Okay, and then what you do is you take your diploma, you know, and then I don't know who's going to be here. Maybe you say hi to them, you know, give them an air high five. I don't know. And then what you're going to do, maybe you pose, hey, maybe not, or you can just keep walking. Now this is where you're going to get a carnation. Now a carnation is a flower, all right, in case you didn't know. And you're going to pick up a carnation. And then now you're going to walk to this last station. Now the last station is so fun because now your family has time to take pictures of you, and we want to thank Mr. Winter ahead of time for leaving his room up to do this. So we're going to be walking through here. Now this is the band room, all right? I don't know if you knew what this was in case you haven't been in this section of the high school. And with that being said, you're going to be in here. You're going to have maybe a backdrop on this side or on this side. Haven't figured it out yet, but there will be something in here for your parents to take pictures of you. Finally, after the pictures are taken, you're going to be walking out those doors with your family. And after you walk out those doors, you're going to head right to your car, and then you're going to have to leave, all right, because we have more kids coming right after you. So with that being said, I know we're really excited putting this all together, and honestly, we are so sorry that we can't do this in person, but we're trying our best over here to make your graduation something special.
Hello, Cloverleaf families. This is Jamie Lormeau. I received some feedback that a quick video going over this document that was released yesterday would be helpful to our families. So here goes. First off, I want to let our families know I understand and appreciate the disappointment surrounding our not being able to have a traditional ceremony this year. Remember, I'm a mom of a senior too. My mom can't come. I have two older children and a younger daughter. They're not going to be able to see their brother, graduate. I'm one of 8 children, and my brothers and sisters are going to be able to get there. So I get it. This stinks, but my family, they all plan to tune in when the video is released and watch our senior graduate remotely. And it is going to be a nice video. And so let's make the most of it and understand that, we have to keep people safe and we have to follow the rules. So we have a lot of people working really hard on this. So I just wanted to kind of put that out there. So first off, here's the document. I know it's filled with a lot of stuff because we have a lot going on. First off, the locker clean out, seniors, that's next week, and that's all explained here. So I don't know if I probably don't have to read it to you, but make sure that you take the time to read over this carefully. You're going to pick up cap and gown. You're going to pick up a movie ticket. You're going to get your time capsule items, any awards that you've gotten. So lots of fun stuff there. Now remember, we have to be safe. We can't have students congregating or anything like that. We will be limiting, the number of people allowed in the building at any one time. So, no need to rush in. We have all week from 9 to 2 to do this. Next, reminder to our seniors, class work is due. Get that work in so your teachers can finish up your grades. Parents, student fees are due. You can call in during next week. Mrs. Perry can take that over the phone via credit card, or you're welcome to pay through Pay Schools. Next, Tuesday, May 19th, we will have senior sign delivery. We will have school buses out on the road throughout the community from 6 to 7:30 p.m. And we have a sign for each and every senior. So each and every graduate. So make sure that if you can't be home, that's okay. We get it, but look for your sign. It'll be there. If you do see us coming by, though, feel free to step out and wave and say, hey, we'll honk the horn for you. We're very excited for this more individualized recognition. Next, the filming of the virtual ceremony presentation will be May 18th, 19th, and 20th. We're kind of doing this in steps. So please read through these instructions carefully. This is the way that it has to go because this is what the health department, the Medina County Health Department has vetted and approved for us. We did want to make sure we went through that step of making sure that we were doing things in a way that is safe and that our own health department found acceptable. So show up, seniors at their appointed time will come to the high school. You'll wear your cap and gown. It's going to be decorated very much like it looks for graduation, because it's going to help you have your moment, but also help us create a nice video keepsake for our families that everybody's going to enjoy watching. So make sure you do that. Now, here's exactly how it will go. The commencement recording schedule, you see that each group of students, this is what our videographers said would work. Each group of students will come at their appointed time. We ask you to come and park in the staff parking lot. Each, one family at a time or one student at a time will be called in. You'll have your moment. You'll walk the stage. We'll get the video footage. We'll even have a photographer there to get your official senior graduating photo. And then we'll also have another area set up, so if mom and dad and senior want to get some other pictures, that you can have that area to do that. And then we ask you to then, once you go through your moment and get your pictures, that you kind of move on so that we can get the next family in. So if you don't come and pick up your cap and gown next week, we will assume that you're not participating. So please keep that in mind. Also, and I think I mentioned it up here, in addition to the live footage of our graduates, we will also be using senior photos. So if we don't have one of you, if you didn't get it taken, please get a photo to us. Many of you have done that. Thank you. But we might still need a few more. Also keep in mind that if for some reason you don't end up being eligible to graduate by the time we begin this on Monday the 18th, that we'll reach out to you and let you know. Most of our seniors, fortunately, are in really good shape. We're excited. Next, though, remember on the 20th, then we have to record all of these speeches. These will then be edited into the video in the same order that our traditional ceremony would have looked like. So down here, these are the important ones, right? All of our, Richard Lawrence up here, he starts the ceremony, and then these speeches down here. So those seniors need to make sure that they come in at that time. And mom and dad can come in and watch that moment as well. Then the fun part, right? The virtual ceremony presentation at the Blue Sky Drive-In, one car per senior. And remember, we know you can't have everybody you want watching this. Remember, my example, I have a huge family. My mom, we get it. It stinks, but one car per senior. And remember, though, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, they can all watch. The video will be released at the very same time on YouTube and on our school website, so they can watch from the comfort of their own couch. So that will happen. Don't come any earlier than 8:30. There's no reason to. It won't be dark enough to start the video until around 9:20 to 9:30. We tested this out. Mr. Randolph and I went over to the theater last week. It's going to look nice. It really is. He fired up the screen, and Mr. Michael had a video that he put on for us so that we could kind of get a taste of what it's going to look like. I think you'll be pleased. But anyways, remember, families have to stay in cars. We can't allow any congregating. We have to follow all of the rules of the drive-in theater. Remember, they have certain rules that the health department says that they have to follow. So we don't want to put them at any risk for, losing their business or their right to operate. So let's all just be respectful of all of that. And of course, it's a school event. Therefore, all of the rules in the Student Code of Conduct apply. And of course, I'm sure this goes without saying, but it's an alcohol-free, vaping-free, drug-free event for students and families. Bring your own snacks, though. Bring lots of fun snacks. Normally, drive-in theaters don't like people to bring their own food, but we checked with the owner, and since this is a private event, pack yourselves a nice, dinner or a bunch of snacks, to enjoy as you're watching the movie. We will have some law enforcement on site, and I have some teachers and staff members that have volunteered, that are really happy to show up this night as well. So that's kind of how that'll roll. And then lastly, prom. I know this stinks. But we're being told by the governor we may not even be fully in school next fall. They're talking about no gatherings in the fall, so we're being told no gatherings will be allowed throughout the summer. So even postponing prom into August doesn't mean that we can have it. So we're sorry. I know it's a great disappointment. We will be reaching out to the class of 2020. We do want you to know that you'll be invited to next year's prom. I know that's not a terribly good substitute, but it's the one accommodation that we can make. So there you have it. I hope this is helpful, and I think Mr. Michael and Mr. Carmigiano, they've made a helpful video. And again, a big thanks to them and all the work they're doing. Hope this helped. Email me if you have any questions. Thanks.